Hey everybody, welcome to the Like and Subscribe podcast. My name is Bryce.
Chris.
Ross.
Alex.
And Grammys. Grammys is doing stuff.
Grammys is doing stuff?
Ross, tell us how many nominations Drake has.
What was it? I think it's like 7 in like 5 categories, so he's got like some overlapping going on there.
So he's nominated 7 times, but can only win a maximum
Apparently
of 5.
he's been nominated like 40 times at least, and he's only won 3 times.
Can you understand why that might be, though?
They said he hasn't even shown up the last 2 years because he just expects to lose, I guess.
I think that's a new thing, just like not showing up to shit.
Yeah.
And I think it's great.
I've seen a lot. Oh, Chris is back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Back from Wakanda.
back from Wakanda. But on
He walked
like
there.
Right?
it was a long swim and a long walk.
Like a pilgrimage.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Lost a couple pounds. It's great.
But
I gained a couple pounds.
on the hip hop news stuff that I've been watching lately or listening to, they pretty much all have the mentality that fuck the Grammys pretty much. Like the Grammys aren't shit anymore. It's all like
They said that they got like younger people to do the voting now, so because of like some of
It's
the past years, they had a lot of people complaining, I guess, so they thought that was a solution to it. Guess we'll see.
Yeah.
out of rappers, like Jay-Z is the only one who shows up anymore, I think, and that's because they give him front row.
They went from 5 to 8 now
And 'cause
for each
Beyonce,
category, so now there's
yes,
just a ton of people.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's starting to become a low-hanging fruit, I think, because people are like, yo, you know, it used to be like the culmination of your work, and people would skip the BET Awards and the other awards to show up to the Grammys, and now it's kind of going in the opposite way, but like that's just times now in general, like
Yep. And there's always some controversy usually.
Well, usually
For
the
every award show almost.
yeah,
exactly like it's like after God, was it last year's Emmys or Grammys where Jay-Z was there for 444 and he didn't win, and everybody's like, why the fuck would you invite him? Like,
Oh, you mean like when Metallica performed and then all of a sudden Jethro Tull wins the award?
yeah, for heavy metal. But I mean, it's I saw Birdman there too. I believe last year. But it's like any rappers that are there are probably just like supporting their spouses, like Beyonce and stuff. Like Jay-Z has to show for Beyonce alone because she's likely going to perform or win something. So I mean, it's not like he's going to snub the Grammys when Beyonce is such a big part of it.
There weren't a lot of like women with like a lot of nominations this year, surprisingly.
that's
I think they
crazy.
said the most nominated woman was Brandi Carlile, which she's like a folk person.
I was like, I don't know who
Really?
that is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
I know who that is.
But I still hear talk about Grammys and rap though. I think it's still something that's coveted in rap.
Well, yeah, it's accolades, man. It's
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, I
It's
mean, I guess
because rap hardly ever wins, so when you get one,
it's
Exactly.
very rap heavy this year. I read an article about it.
man, genre's stepping up, man. Country's got to step down.
Do you think it is like
Well,
that?
country
or
has
it's
their own
like
awards.
Trying to be inclusive now to force that they're like, okay, let's let some more of these rap guys in so more people pay attention
probably
to us and we can keep the
Probably a
crowd.
product of the younger people doing the voting.
Yeah, I mean, rap's good.
Yeah,
Everybody's in rap.
I mean, rap right now, we've talked about this previously, like a few episodes ago, I think, on like this oversaturation of rap that we have right now. It's like, it should be a good thing, and it should also be a bad thing, but we got like...
we got a couple thousand more, but we're losing Tekashi 6ix9ine. So I mean, kind of balance out a little bit.
It's a trade. It's a
I
good
could cheer
trade.
for that. Like, how are you from the same city as Bobby Shmurda and don't learn at all? At all.
Oh, boy.
So,
I mean, yeah, we had the episode. This is a recap episode, by the way. Chris.
right?
I mean, Tekashi 6ix9ine, I'm sure you heard about all that shit in the news.
Yeah.
He, what do you call that thing? His emergency bail hearing or whatever. He got denied bail. His next court date isn't until September of next year.
Yep.
and his sexual assault case, his sexual pedophile offender case, is now postponed until the federal hearing is complete. So after he gets through that ringer, if he does, he still has to deal with the fact that he broke probation to begin with.
Yeah.
And be registered as a sex offender.
Well, and he can't. I read something like he couldn't carry out his sentence because you can't be on probation and in jail at the same time. So they're looking at different sentencing too, is what I saw.
And
so, like, when it rains, it pours. That's crazy.
And if he doesn't have anything in the docket, like, you know, lined up in the hopper, like, we won't hear from him probably forever.
He's probably got he's probably got 10 years worth of albums already ready, and he's just gonna be there.
Well, if they're anything like Dummy Boy, they're not hard to turn out.
I was gonna say it fell flat from what I heard. Dummy
Babby's first rhyme book.
Yeah, there you go.
How do you rhyme here with there? And then do it 6 times over a club beat, and then you got Dummy Boy.
That's terrible.
Did you choose to listen to Dummy Boy at all?
No, they didn't sell Dummy Boy in Wakanda, so we just had a shortage of dumb shit.
It was my first foray into Tekashi 6ix9ine. It wasn't a good foray.
It's like I went to Wakanda and all they listened to was Kendrick. I
was like, it was a great year for Kendrick and Wakanda. Like, it was just definitely great for him. But, I mean, I try with different shit. Like, I listened to, I think, what was it, 2 or 3 days ago, Mo Bamba. Have y'all heard that song?
I've heard of Mo
Like,
Bamba.
that kind of genre is cool, like, to me, but I
that
hear
like Despacito?
No, it sounds like the same vein as Tekashi and all them other guys, like that dark
Wait, what's it called?
kind of rap, Mo Bamba.
It's a genre?
No, it's
I
a
thought
song.
I thought you said it was a genre. I'm like,
No.
there's a genre called
it's
that.
the same. It's in the same genre.
It's got
I
like,
think.
specific sound.
I see what you're saying.
But
a rap song about a basketball player, kind of.
I see what you're saying.
So, speaking of discovery, Abrupt from YouTube. If you're still listening to this, I know you asked us to listen to King Cruel and XXXTentacion. I did finally do that over. Like, it took me like how many months, but I finally did it. He wanted us to do a breakdown of it, or at least listen to it, if I remember correctly. Well, XXXTentacion, you've all probably heard before because you listened to the Carter 5 and stuff. I did go through a handful of songs from Triple X, like, and they're not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they're mostly like, it's not my cup of tea.
Yep.
But the beats were good, but it's, I mean, there's some mumble in it, and there's some, like, there's a lot of emotion in it.
Yep.
But I can't appeal to that emotion, whether, like, I'm biased or not. But it does, I mean, it sounds good. And that's good. King Cruel, on the other hand, this was insane. So I do like King Cruel. I cannot understand a single fucking thing that guy says. Not one. I think I understood one word. Have you guys heard King Cruel before?
Nope.
Okay, so I don't want to assume his location, but he's like a ginger kid from, or ginger guy. I don't know how old he is. He looks 12, but he's probably 40. He's from the UK, but he's got the slums accent or whatever the hell you call it, where
I get what you're saying.
you can't understand it.
Oh.
But the melodies, the emotion he puts into the songs and the melodies make it worth it. Even though I couldn't understand anything, I do appreciate King Cruel, so I appreciate you turning me on to that. XXXTentacion, though, that's just not my cup of tea, unfortunately, but it wasn't bad. That's my breakdown for those.
Oh shit.
So is there like emo rap? Is that a thing?
I think
that's like all of it right now.
That's
like what the big thing is right now.
That's like if you had to.
I don't like
genre,
to put things into groups. So.
XXXTentacion had a lot of that, I felt.
Okay.
Even though I listened to only like five or so songs in my playlist thing that I randomly came across, but yeah, it seemed like the Don't Cry from like Carter 5. It's a lot of emotional stuff like that. It seemed like, from what I've heard, but if it's anything like Tekashi 6ix9's Dummy Boy, where it jumps 50 fucking genres in one like 10-song album, like who knows where you're going?
He's going 5 genres in one song.
That could
You
be done
got to listen
great.
to that podcast, guy. I don't want to just piss people off or bore them talking about it again. But he had one. Okay, so I listened to the entire album. 2 songs were over 3 minutes. So Baby's Rhyme Book. The only multi-syllable rhyme I think I heard was when he said retarded.
Jeez.
Yes, but I talked about this on the last podcast. But so he threw around retarded like 50 times,
Jeez.
but he was afraid to say. Can I say it? I said on the last one, gay.
Word? Yeah, gay. Yeah.
Yeah,
you can say
that's
gay.
not bad. That's not a slur, but he like bleeped that out or like cut that, and I'm like, yeah, that's not. I'm like, where are you going with this? Like,
Jeez.
pick your battles, I guess. But
Can't pick your cellmate though.
but 5 songs are in the top 10.
That's
But-
crazy.
Yeah, I heard
and
about
I
that.
think I
That's
think I saw
beats.
it sold I think 200 more units than Astro Boy. But I'm like, is that first week sales?
Astro
Like,
World?
Astro
The Travis
World,
Squad.
yeah.
Travis
Astro World, not
Squad.
Astro Boy. Whoa.
Travis.
Travis Scott. Yeah, I noticed that he was still like number 1. Travis Scott was, or he still had multiple songs in the top 10 or something. I don't know what's going on there. Like the billboards are fucking confusing me. They just recently like errated some shit with Tekashi 6ix9ine too. I heard about this in the news. They're like, oh yeah, we there was an error in counting, so Tekashi 6ix9ine is actually number 1 right now. And I'm like, there's no takesies backsies with Billboard.
Like, what does that even
This
mean?
is some kind of weird
Yeah.
title 59 billion spin.
And then they said how many albums I think he sold, and it was like 70,000 only.
Is this like Florida recount type
I
shit
was
going
like-
on? Is that what we got going on?
I'm like,
exactly
did he
what
release
this
in the
sounds
barren wasteland of hip hop where he could get by with 70K and 5 top 10s?
To be fair, there are weeks like that. So
That's probably 70K real sales. Streams are probably another monster, but even Drake, Eminem, Jay-Z, they're double that for real sale.
yeah.
Like on release, like
Well, you can't really put him with them. What are you talking about, man?
you can't. But even though it's not our cup of tea, though,
That generation
people do
don't buy
find them.
real things. They buy
Yeah.
digital things, man.
Yeah. I mean, in my very quick unbiased take, I said there's club bangers in there. Like, you're gonna get fucked up to some of these songs,
Oh god.
like in the club, like that. But that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do club spins count?
If they're using iTunes or something on their laptop,
That'd be super insane. Like, be terrible.
Maybe.
Oh man.
Did you hear about that fake cheating thing with Travis Scott though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually watched. So that do you know a lot about that dude that did that?
He's done it before, apparently. That's all I've heard.
He was on, what is it, Omegle? Is that what it's called?
Omegle?
Omegle.
Oh,
I have no idea. I have no idea what that's called. Whenever I see it, I'm just like, oh my.
Yeah. So he goes on that website and like waits for girls to get on there. It's like, let me see your ankles. Like it says it like 40 times.
Oh my
That's
God.
Victorian AF.
God.
Yeah, so he's just a weird dude, and he does weird shit, and he partnered with somebody that they did this once before where they had a Justin Bieber lookalike, and he was holding a
Yep, I remember
burrito
that.
sideways, eating the middle.
That was funny though.
I'm like, that's hilarious.
If that was when I saw that on Reddit, I'm like, if this is true, that's
Yeah.
no, you know,
Barbaric, man.
you know what the main theory was that people had?
What?
Some guy had this whole huge theory of where celebrities eat what do you call it? Dick-shaped food sideways so people can't Photoshop dicks in their mouths.
That's pretty smart.
That's smart.
That makes sense, actually.
So he's like Bieber was just sitting on the bench eating his burrito sideways because he doesn't want a dick Photoshop.
That guy is trolling. That guy is trolling people even more than the guys who did the thing.
Yes, that guy was a king. Okay, I can't remember who it was.
You know why? He's one of the guys who photoshops the dicks in their mouth. That's why. And he's telling people because he's pissed.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you the big secret because they figured it out. Like, I saw Bieber, new paparazzi Bieber photo. I'm like, oh yes. I'm like, what? I can't put a dick in this.
Like he can't. He's eating like a piece of corn. I can't do this.
I mean, who's gonna look at a dude like with a dick sideways? Like, oh my god.
Oh man.
That's fucking terrible.
Alex was just playing Smash Ultimate, which we'll talk about later. I just got an email for it.
Oh, cool.
Smash Bros. Ultimate has arrived. They're listening, dude. Nintendo's listening.
Yeah, they are.
Everyone's
The
listening.
phone's listening, man.
But Travis Scott, who is he married to? Or baby
One of the
mama?
Kardashians.
Kylie
Yes.
Jenner.
Yeah.
Jenner.
Which
Yeah.
is a Kardashian.
Jenner.
Yeah, it's the same thing,
Kardashian.
man.
They're
But anyway,
Same
so
way.
this guy he released a video saying as a experiment, I'm gonna fake all this shit to see if anybody believes it pretty much. So we got a Travis Scott lookalike to like take a picture on a balcony with some like random chick. And then he released it as like, oh, Travis Scott's cheating.
yeah.
And then everybody's like, picked it up and shit, and they're like, see, no one looks at news anymore.
I think that's just a quick cash grab. Though.
Yeah,
because you
it's-
get paid for the TMZ picture. You get publicity for whatever you're doing.
You think
What's
that
it
guy's gonna
called?
get sued?
I'm,
If you got
for
money?
what though?
If he got money for the
I
photos,
mean, that's how cutthroat shit goes like that, man.
Yeah,
do you want me
really?
to put him down?
No, he's fine.
I don't think they do contracts. It's probably cash in hand, man. If you can jip them, like you probably jip them, man. That's the way it works.
Yeah, and it's like you publish a trashy magazine that says
They
like,
just won't
whatever
take
they
anything
want
from you
about
ever
whoever they
again. I
want.
mean,
Yeah.
oh well.
Dude, Van's from TMZ though.
Yeah,
The
you're
champion,
right.
dude.
You're right.
People's champion.
You're right. But
Man.
like, yeah, that's insane. I mean, and then too, like, imagine being Travis Scott just sitting at home and it's like, damn, I cheat and sleep at the same time. This shit is
Yep.
great. Like,
And it's insane. Like his world got like turned upside down for like just a minute, and he had to sit right there. Had to tell everybody how he became the principal. You know what's not coming. Did anyone see it coming?
I was like,
I kind of was
gonna
like,
do
what
it.
the hell?
I saw Ross and Tig. He's like, I think I've heard that before.
Yeah,
And then-
exactly. I was like, yeah.
Then Alex is still dumbfounded. But no, this dude's life just got thrown into a jumble because some asshole on the internet is like, let me do a social experiment.
Yep.
yeah.
And about fake news. It's like, everybody knows that.
So can you
though.
like sue
Yeah.
that guy? I don't think you
Could it
will.
be a defamation suit?
But-
Could be. Possibly.
We need a lawyer. If you're
Yeah.
a lawyer, comment and then like and subscribe.
He'll probably just like cease and desist letter say, "Don't do this again, or you will be destroyed."
No, you will be destroyed.
And then they
My
could probably
God.
battle back with it. Well, I didn't claim to be you. I just dyed my hair exactly like yours. Like,
How do you wait? Okay, so with the Travis Scott still being number one, how do you think Nicki Minaj feels after that whole thing of where I talked to him, he knows he's not number one, I'm number one, but he's still number one, and Nicki has not been number one. She's got to be fuming, dude.
yeah. And
If you can't take number two, you can't be in the game, man.
I don't know.
Right.
I think part of me thinks Nicki Minaj is not even focused on that with the whole Cardi B divorce thing
There's a
going
different-
on. I told you so.
There's a difference
Yeah.
between front end sales and being able to sustain sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Cardi B divorce came out of nowhere
Yeah,
too.
I heard about that.
And she was way too calm about it. Like,
He was cheating. He was cheating when they got together. He was cheating when they got engaged. He cheated while they got married. And then what the craziest part is I saw, I think it was Media Takeout. It was, since they got married in New York or something, he's entitled to 50% of what she grew while they were together because she wasn't established fully before they were married. So if it was 100 mil, he's owed 50 mil with divorce.
Oh,
So,
Wait, but even with adultery though?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's like...
Ladies,
Hey.
if you're getting married, men, if you're
Wait,
getting married,
But then what she does, because they have a kid, right?
Yeah.
She takes it back out of
Child support. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
crazy game.
50 million.
sweet, sir.
how are you getting 50 million over 18 years though? Jesus.
What's crazy
Noah
is...
Judge? I don't know.
Over a million.
to be
Nas,
fair-
I think Nas
be
pays
fair.
$20,000 a month.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah, like
there's some
it's
pretty high
pretty insane.
costs.
Nas is like,
Nas is
what's
like-
his? I'm gonna look up Nas.
Nas is
net
like-
worth. Even though it's probably not accurate, I'm gonna believe it.
Just the best number we can find.
Yeah. It's gonna. Okay, wait. Let's guess.
What are we guessing?
Nas net worth.
His
I'm gonna
net
say
worth.
The rapper Nas Ross.
Yep. Okay. Who else is there? I'm confused.
Nostradamus.
Oh man.
I'm gonna guess. Conservatively, think 28.7.
Holy shit.
20. That's pretty. That's like an odd number to choose.
I will say
28.6.
I will say
This isn't Price is Right. You can't pick a
Right.
dollar.
7.8
What
million.
the fuck?
7.8 knows it.
Nas isn't homeless, dude.
7.8 million's homeless?
For rappers, yeah.
Holy shit, man. What?
Alex,
40, just a solid
40. I'll go. Fuck, you did 40. I'll do
You
50,
mad?
53.
50 to 53.
Okay.
All right.
53.
Is that what you already looked at?
53.469412.
No.
Like,
that-
is it
Okay.
not right?
that's stupid.
Net
Don't do it. Don't tell everybody.
wealthy gorilla Nas net worth 60 million. Is this a racist site?
Oh jeez.
No.
Look at this.
What the fuck?
That looks
Like,
racist. That looks
psychology tricks, communication skills,
Yeah.
self-improvement. I don't know, man.
I don't think we can do that.
Why is that a site? Well, this one says 60 million too.
Okay.
So he can
60
afford 20K.
million, okay.
For someone I didn't hear
Well-
much about for a long time, he's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
As of 2018, Nas' net worth is estimated at 6. Then there's a picture here. Nas is poised to be hip hop's next billionaire.
If his
He's
next
got 6% of it.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
he
What
has
other
to do a lot.
He could have invested in crypto and he could have been there if he would have sold off,
Yep.
man.
He should have
Yes.
just took Drake, dude, and became a billionaire or something.
Yeah. Like that lamp, man. Oh.
Man, he's
60 though? 60?
he still gets residuals from like everything he's ever
Yeah,
done.
I suppose. Yeah.
So even though like if your rap career is over, like 50 Cent, the residuals for that guy though, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Lil Budden gets a couple thousand a month just off Pump It Up.
yeah.
So
When I heard that on the podcast, I was like, "Holy shit! They make that much from one fucking song." And
if
that
it was a banger.
yeah, but he was like his business ethic was like shit.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like the ones that are good at it make even more per song.
It's possible.
Jeez.
Like their residuals,
You get a better
well,
deal.
I mean, Jay-Z and Eminem.
Well, Jay-Z
they have their
runs
own
his own-
record labels,
exactly.
so it's like I guess
Yeah.
they probably don't pay themselves residuals. Well, they do, but I mean, it's like paying yourself,
Royalties,
whatever.
Yeah, taking out of your own pot.
Okay, so Drake's residuals got to be fucking insane.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not.
It all
because-
depends. Like,
Maybe
It
it
depends how
what deal you
much
have.
40 gets, how much the
How
actual
much-
team
yeah,
gets
yeah,
out
like
of
on,
that.
like on
Actually,
Spotify, how
I
many streams do
suppose.
you think Drake gets a year? Like conserve. What's like an estimate?
Drake gets a year in residuals.
No, like how many streams on like
More than he should.
on Spotify?
I
Like,
accept that
honestly,
answer.
Because I
a
think
lot more
every
than
like
you should.
million you get $5,000 is what I read somewhere.
Every million you get
that's
5,000?
that's not a lot.
Well,
Well,
To be
Like I
fair.
mean, $1 million is a lot
Like,
for
to be fair.
5,000.
Well,
is
that's-
that a month?
that's 20,000 streams is $1, right?
Might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's still. I guess that's okay.
No way.
Yeah, that's
no way.
not
No,
that
no, no.
Drake's streaming.
2,000 streams is $1?
Might be.
Drake's streaming like probably over that though a month for sure. Like
Yeah.
that's just for one song.
There's some indie guy I just saw he had 4 million streams for the year, and I'm like, well, if he's doing that, these other big artists that are everywhere freaking must be putting freaking
Yeah, God's Plan, Trillionaire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It must be just fucking.
These are just streams. So like one person,
Yep, exactly.
like because I know I can fucking listen to the same song 5 times a day, like 20,000. Like I'll be like, I like that, replay. Like,
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
I listened to the Malibu album front to back nonstop for an entire, I think it was 2 years.
Holy
Like,
shit, that's a lot of streams.
It's just like crazy.
Man, if Linkin Park could have made money on how many times I listened to Hybrid Theory, like
Oh,
Maybe they did, dude.
in my car,
no.
in my car on a CD, I don't think so.
Hey, Anderson Paak, his new project dropped, right?
yes, Oxnard. And it's great, and it's really funky, and it's great.
He's if someone's gonna be the next Bruno Mars, I hope it's him.
I was gonna say he seems like he's one of them on the fringe guys where he's about to like just.
Well, the amount of stuff that he does is just, I guess, unparalleled.
Also saturation,
performance-wise,
but also
you know?
quality.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, and it's like, with him, too, I found myself doing the most hype beast fanboy shit ever. I was out shopping on Black Friday, and I saw Oxnard, his album, on sale, and I was like, yeah, wait a second, I'm not going to buy this. So I put it back down, waited until the next day when it was full price, and then bought it. Like,
Holy shit, dude.
Wow.
just good. So good.
That one, did you listen to it yet?
I've heard a few songs. It's good. Like the guy's voice, great. It's like I like it when. Well, I'd like to see someone with that much talent actually take off. Like Drake, he's big, but that's the spot where someone with the level of talent of say Craig David deserves to be. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
And it's like,
I'm just saying.
yeah, and it'd be great to see Spotlight actually match talent, you know, on some level. But Anderson Paak is really good.
You know who else is good? Bruno Mars. I just say that to piss Alex off. I wanted The Weeknd to be the next Bruno Mars,
gonna
but
say,
I think The Weeknd might already kind of be there.
At least we're acknowledging that Bruno Mars is done. Then good.
I don't think like,
What was just last year was 24K, whatever.
Well, he went on another tour, another 24K tour after that. He was in Vegas for a while doing a show like either every other night.
When are people gonna catch on that like most of his songs are similar though?
That's pop though. That's the same with like.
That's like, yeah, like that's why I like house music. It's like the same beat, like over and over. Oh, we added another.
I'll give you a
instrument.
hint, Roddy.
Same melody.
If they all use the same club banger beat, they're all club bangers. There we go.
That's how Drake. I mean, Drake sounds
Yeah.
similar in every single one of his songs, but that's what.
I
If
guess
one's
that's your
good,
thing,
it makes
man.
them all good.
Yes,
you know?
that's your thing.
Only way to sound a little different on each song must be to have 5 genres in each song.
Yeah.
Right?
If you think about it,
Looking at the
Ross,
stiffy.
rock, it's kind of the same.
Nah.
It's kind of the same.
Not even
New rock.
close.
You've got like your
kinda the
3
same.
different.
Not
You've
close.
you've got your
There's
people.
some really good new rock.
Nowadays, you got your
that's
people
been
trying to
coming
sound like Avenged Sevenfold. Then you have your people trying to sound like a few other bands.
Yeah, well,
like
I mean, rap has got that going on with like the Migos and stuff. Everybody's trying to do those.
Everyone trying to be Lil Wayne.
There was
Yeah.
there
That
was
was
a
a few
guy
years
I heard
ago,
on
everyone was trying to be
Facebook
Lil
that
Wayne.
sounds like Andre 3000.
Oh,
Really?
And like it's refreshing, but I'm also like, that's a direct bite. But he's not coming out with shit anymore. Like, what's the deal? Like,
Didn't you have a Christmas song, or he had a holiday song not too long ago? Was it?
what?
DMX did.
Yeah.
I thought 3000 put out like 1 or 2 songs like
I haven't heard it.
just
I don't know.
randomly.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
I'm gonna
reminding me
research this.
to go watch Creed 2. I still haven't done it yet.
God damn it. When's that Moving Cities? Is that
That's in
this
December,
weekend?
I think, is somewhere. Yeah,
I thought it was this weekend.
Could be.
What is that?
It's
New Peter Jackson movie.
Ross can tell you about it because I don't really know.
Based
the plot
on
that
novels, and it has like these like moving cities that like eat each other.
Really?
You're just like, what?
much. Be more
This sounds
descriptive.
like- Sounds dope, but
I don't know if I want to like try to explain it. It's based on a book, so that's all you got to worry about.
like,
I guess.
isn't it like post-apocalyptic or something?
Like I guess like some big like thing got dropped on like Europe, so like people live in these like moving cities, and like the bigger
like
ones,
mechanical
the bigger
cities.
ones will like attack and like cannibalize the smaller cities
for parts and
stuff like
shit.
that.
Sure.
Yeah,
So like Mad Max, but with cities.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Think like huge cities sitting on like gigantic
The
like
tracks.
tank tracks.
Yeah, just like moving.
Or maybe there's Wild West spiders in there somewhere. Like
Maybe, I mean,
possibly. No, it actually looks pretty good. Like I knew nothing about it, and I saw the trailer, and I'm
well,
like,
it's got Hugo
alright.
Weaving, so it has to be decent, right?
Yep, Hugo Weaving's pretty good. I like him. Elron, dude.
Elrond, man.
Not L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron
Wrong one.
Sore
Wrong
spot,
one.
sore
Tom
spot.
Cruise gonna make a
No,
PSA
we're
telling you
Elrond
to
Hubbard.
turn off the smoothing on your TV or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
Oh,
he's like, it makes the movies look bad. Him and the director.
It's true. It's true though. I didn't even notice this on my TV downstairs, but all of a sudden Joey came over. He's watching the movie. He's like, "Why does it do that?" And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Why does it like laggy, look laggy in the middle of the screen?" And I'm like, "What?" So I like turned it off, and I'm like, "It does look better." I was like,
It does that
Like-
soap opera effect.
"Like how did
doesn't
he
it?
how did he know that?" I was like, "What?" I'm like, "I didn't even notice."
it's crazy.
I mean, he's
Oh,
been
yeah.
over there and watched movies. I've seen movies. I didn't notice it.
Yeah, well, I turned it off like probably half a year ago, but.
Oh, okay.
He put something on Mother's Day this year, is what it was.
Oh.
Andre 3000.
Mother's
Is
Day.
it? Yeah, I do
Look
remember
at
that. That was a
no
long
hands,
time
yeah.
ago, though.
Yep.
Do you guys want to? I think we should do like next podcast. Maybe try to do like what we thought was like your favorite album of the year, song of the year, or something, or
Yeah.
Because rather than do like try to shit out a top 10 list, because I don't think we've all heard everything,
Right.
like not even close. Like
You know
just
what?
do what we thought, what we heard, and that shit.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I think we should try to kind of do the best, because there's been a lot of memes and shit that have been like.
Oh, we need to do a meme
just-
awards where we like rank
yeah,
them.
I think we could do that.
The weekly meme awards or monthly meme awards.
Yeah,
The
'cause,
monthly meme awards. MMA.
Slaps
Yes.
top
Oh, God.
We're gonna get sued. We gonna get sued.
Oh my
you can
God.
fit so much meme in here.
So
Yeah,
what did
it's
you
like-
think of championships then? Because people are like they're screaming album of the year.
What's crazy is that's what they do every time,
A
and
new
that,
album comes out.
like,
Probably.
album of the year or something, like we've been waiting for this, but I'm like, it takes me so long to actually sit with an album and actually realize it for its full potential, or if it's fully shitty.
Yep.
And it's like, there's still some MF Doom albums that came out
yeah.
in like the 2000s that I'm still, what did he mean? And it's just
So-
like,
I've been trying to
Brett,
digest that.
When are they gonna release like Game of the Year editions of albums, Album of the Year edition of this album and stuff like that?
Two
I don't
extra
know, man.
tracks and
Yeah, oh.
2 extra tracks.
like them 6-minute remixes they used to do with everybody on them.
PlayStation Greatest Hits. Right?
That PlayStation Classic or whatever, they already cracked it open.
Yeah, did you
and
hear
stuff,
that they
so-
found like a list that had all the other games that they were gonna potentially have on it or whatever, and that just upset people even more apparently.
Because they were the good games,
Probably, yeah. I didn't look into it, but
So PlayStation released the PlayStation Classic.
yep.
Do you know what that is? And they opened it up, like, the people who are good at that shit.
Yep.
I don't want to say
Looking at the
hackers.
code and stuff.
Yeah, but they opened it up. They realized that they're literally using a PlayStation emulator that has
Yep.
existed for a long
Yep.
time that
Yep.
wasn't made by Sony.
Yep.
Oh.
So they're using someone else's emulator, and then they
a
easily
third party.
they're
cracked
like
it.
running it on a Raspberry Pi or something. dude.
Pretty
It's
much.
like-
Yeah,
it will be.
So now people cracked it. So now it is literally just a PlayStation that has that emulator on it. So you can just put whatever fucking games you want on it, and it'll run it. Which is, hey, that's
But
beneficial.
hey, it
What-
looks like a
It'll
PlayStation.
probably help sales, sadly.
What's the
Yep.
price point on this though?
It's let's look.
Like,
sure.
because I want to know what's the price point versus like you putting some shit like this together yourself.
Putting it together yourself, like with a Pi 3 can probably do PlayStation games. It can probably do PlayStation, and you could probably get it up and running. Well, if you already have a TV, you could get it up and running for probably like under $40.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as, yeah.
As
So
long as you
it's-
have remotes or controllers
That's true.
for it.
There's also that kind of.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. $60 because you got to get like a $20 controller or something.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a PS4 controller, does that use a USB?
No, you can Bluetooth that to it, I think, or USB it.
You might be able to, yeah.
Xbox One, I think, works for Pi 3 too. So if you already have a controller,
Jeez.
you might be good. But
So guys, did you hear about the death that just occurred?
these didn't sell, by the way. Like these didn't sell like the Nintendo Classic.
Yeah.
Where people bought them, immediately resold them for triple the price.
people didn't do
These just didn't. Like I said that on that podcast episode. I'm like, don't buy it because this isn't gonna sell like the other shit.
That's why people didn't buy it, because you said that.
Good. All 10 of you. I'm proud of you. I'm fucking proud of you
But
guys.
did you see that we're going to be losing Microsoft Edge, guys? Did you see that?
What?
I did.
Microsoft is going to replace it with like a Chrome-based browser.
Looks like it's $100.
I mean, use that at home. I use that at work. But yeah.
Chromium
Oh,
is
no,
actually
man.
the browser in Raspbian,
It's still Chrome-based.
which is, yeah, it's Chromium. It's based on Google.
Yep.
Android.
I heard that Firefox was angry about it.
Why?
Apparently, I guess they
Wanted another competitor, probably.
well, or either that, or they wanted to be the one instead
Maybe.
of Chrome.
Well, from the hierarchy, I think it was like currently it was like Chrome, Edge, and then like Firefox.
Probably.
Like Firefox has gone on the
Well,
wayside.
Firefox doesn't have the funding that Microsoft and
Yeah,
Google
they're like,
provide.
Yep.
Yep.
True. But I mean,
They survive off like donations, dude.
Pretty-
I remember using Firefox. It
I still
used
use
to be the
Firefox,
best,
so-
and then Chrome came out, and then Microsoft.
I'm
Edge.
not because I think Chrome is clunky and I don't like it, so I don't use it.
Yeah,
I use
but
Chrome.
you got
Chrome
like,
is, like,
websites that have better
simplicity.
compatibility with Chrome, and it's
Yeah,
If you're
compatibility
trying to
issues
use
always suck.
anything like if it's some kind of like business related software, like it'll be compatible with certain versions of Chrome, Firefox,
Isn't
and
Chrome,
half the
though?
time
Yep.
Edge won't work with
Isn't
it.
Chrome the one that would
Flash.
have like a bunch of processes running, or did they fix that?
No, Chrome has always been like a
Yeah.
memory hog, but I
Yeah.
think
Oh, yeah.
Firefox is like more now.
No,
than Chrome.
It's one of those things with Chrome where you try to open
recently
as
they
many
made
tabs as you can.
Firefox like better, like in that regard. I think it's just recently.
I'd have to check on all the
When
the
they switched to
schematics,
Firefox
dude.
Quantum, where you can have the multi-core.
Did you ever get that price point, Bryce, or
For the PlayStation Classic, it
Yeah.
was $100.
$100?
$100 versus $40 to $60. Like,
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
and you
Well,
can get more.
There's a
And
little bit
this
of
is just
I
a
guess there's a little
PlayStation
bit of
emulator.
yourself involved.
So, but Pi 3, you can do any emulator
Yep.
up to
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation. So,
Yep.
you'll get
If you
your,
get a Pi 3B Plus, you can
Here, I'll be
actually
right back.
pretty much run Nintendo 64 pretty solidly too.
Yep.
If you get the newer
Yeah.
version of it.
And that's always dope. I think Nintendo 64 has, like, between that Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis, like,
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
when me and my brother were just sitting down playing video games, like, that was our shit.
We all agree
Yeah, the
that there
Sega
was like a
Genesis-
special type of nostalgia that happened, like in that N64 PS1 range,
There were
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and like maybe even like include like Genesis.
What's
in
funny
there,
is that
like,
the
yeah.
Nintendo 64 was like one of the to me it was like the hardware was bad, but the games that came out of it were so fucking good.
right,
Right.
to the point where they have
Like,
like
that controller.
you gotta
was
buy
like,
this like expansion pack thing so you can play these games because they
That
need more
controller
memory.
where you never used the D-pad. You were holding it like this. You got the D-pad just hanging over here.
Oh boy.
So this, for those of you watching on YouTube, I did just quick bring over my Pi 3. You do need an SD card,
Yep.
so
Those are cheap nowadays.
Go on,
those
Newegg.
can be cheap, micro SD. But you
Oh, I
just
should
need
be plugging
this,
stuff.
which is just a tiny fucking box, like the size of a credit card.
Yep, pretty much.
Not, well, thicker, you know.
Easy to put
HDMI
together.
cable, which you probably already have, or it comes with. And then,
If you get
Out
the
Thor
Cana,
hair.
If you get the Cana kit, yeah.
yeah, without Thor hair, a standard USB controller, like just like a cheap ass generic Xbox or PlayStation controller works fine.
Yep.
And that's the power thing comes with it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it, and that's cheaper than a PlayStation Classic, and you'll play NES all
And a
the way
lot of
up to
the-
PlayStation.
A lot of the new
on it.
TVs
I
can
bought-
power it too,
I
right?
bought-
Like
I
through
bought-
USB.
Are they
I'd
easy
probably-
to set up and program and all that shit?
That's
Or-
the hard part.
That depends
You just
on
gotta
your
follow
home
walkthrough
computer,
instructions.
like wireless network setup, or
Yeah,
like
There's
how.
plenty of tutorials online that will
Yep.
get you there.
Sure.
Once it's set up, it's pretty much set up.
You,
for
you
good,
might even
though.
feel accomplished, you know.
You might, yeah, maybe. You pretty
learn
much
some
just hook it up to your
things.
computer, or the micro SD. You just put it in your computer. Then it will give you like the operating system somewhere online to put on it, and then you
You'd want a
just
keyboard and mouse, though, ideally.
yeah.
set it
Well,
up.
that's why I said put the SD in your
Yep.
computer,
Yeah.
so you can just do all the files from
Yep.
there. You can blindly do it, which is a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah.
I would not suggest that.
The worst was setting up the Pi Zero W through SSH. That was
Oh,
disgusting.
he's using
Yeah.
acronyms.
Me and him got Pi Zeros, which is like the smaller, weaker form of the
Yep.
Pi 3.
I don't even use mine anymore.
Me neither, because I had to restart it all the time. So I'm
I
like,
got
fuck
I got
this.
another Pi 3 for my Pi hole, and it's just on 24/7. It just
Oh, the Pi 3 works.
It has a script on it to restart every day at
Oh, there you go.
4 a.m.
That's what I should do. But we got it to do Pi holes, a Pi Zero that runs Pi hole, which is essentially an ad block, but for your network. So it will block all the domain listed, or all the domains that are already listed on whatever website that Pi hole uses or whatever, and it blocks all the queries from all of them.
Like the
so
ads and stuff.
yeah, so
Some of them you do need to turn on. Like if you're using Xbox Live, if you want the chat, you have to you have to whitelist certain things. But it's if you don't want to see ads, like my YouTube, I think runs without ads.
It's insane.
On
The
my
Pi
computer.
hole,
Yeah.
that's a whole
That's
fucking
pretty
rabbit
sick.
hole getting into these microcomputers though. Like, good luck. But
Yeah. I'm like, not that.
it is a cool hobby once
Yep.
you get into
That's what I
it.
was gonna say. Yep.
But that's about
That's
it. This is
something
all
to
you
give to
need.
your kids and tell them to make something out of it, right?
And this is
Have
cheaper
fun.
than a PlayStation Classic.
They
and you
got those
can have
kits for
everything
kids,
on
but
it.
a lot of them are overpriced. Just because they make
Oh.
it simple enough for a kid to do, so it costs more.
The Canon
Right.
kit, like they have all the extra, like
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the breadboard and the
Yep.
resistors
Yep.
and everything.
Yep.
That's to like teach you how to do it
Yep.
from scratch.
There's
But
some
you
where you
can-
make your own
That's
computer
sweet.
with like a tablet screen.
They got
Yeah,
like they got like
wow.
sensors. You
Expensive.
can make a weather station with them. There's just
Yep.
these like you can do so much stuff with this if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, it's just a computer pretty much. It's just like a blank computer that you gotta like.
You run.
People make third party shit to run on it and all
Yeah.
these projects you can do with it. Like, it's pretty cool.
Actually, this one here, this is actually the one I use for my
Pi hole?
My Pi
Speaking
hole.
of third-party developers, how about Steam's new competitor?
The Epic
Okay,
Games
yeah,
launcher.
I wanted to talk about
You can
this
play
'cause I
Fortnite
know.
from it too, right?
Do you know
Yep.
what Steam is? So Ross is creaming over a new competitor.
Well, they need one to be fair.
To be fair,
To be fair, they already exist.
Not at
It's
this
called
Help me
not,
understand.
not at,
Called
the, not at
Uplay,
this
Rowdy.
level. Most of them are just launchers.
Epic won't be at that level though.
not at first.
Okay.
They got
okay,
that
help
Fortnite
me.
money. What are you talking
It
about?
will be no. I'm all for Steam having a competitor because they already do with Humble Bundle, COG.
But Humble Bundle, all that shit just go.
They have Fortnite.
You go to
running.
Steam
yeah,
with it.
yeah. So that's not a competitor. That's
Until
like
2
a-
million
But
wins
Epic
his
is
case.
it's going to be the same thing with Epic.
Epic's gonna have their own stuff on it. It's not gonna be.
So you can download.
It's gonna be.
No, I guess you're right.
It's gonna
You're
be
right.
like Steam.
It's going to
but-
be a launcher. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So it'd be like, well, you got Origin and what's the
Uplay.
Uplay?
But those aren't like those are like just for their games.
Yeah,
though.
they're not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna have. They're gonna be trying to attack indie and third-party people and people
Good.
who just don't want to pay the royalties
Don't want
to.
Steam.
Well,
taking-
so competitive is good,
Yep.
but what do you get out of this? Other than another launcher, because you got over 100 games
Well,
on Steam.
Steam. To be fair, Steam kind of messed up themselves because literally right before Epic announced this, they switched their system or whatever. You know, it was 30% or whatever. They made it so that it gets smaller the more you sell, but all the indie games are all like, well, we're never gonna sell like that high amounts. So you're catering to the big companies and not us.
True.
Is what they said were saying, so they were mad. And then all of a sudden, like a week later, Epic's like, "Hey, 12% across the board, come over here."
But but here's the thing. This is the thing that's bad right now in video games. I think is you're seeing this with Fallout 76 and the ability to withhold refunds from people.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Fallout 76 at all?
Yep.
Just
happened.
Bethesda created their own game launcher specifically to release Fallout 76 on, so they did not have to give refunds.
It was out there long. That was actually you
launcher?
could launch ESO and all those games.
Yeah, it was
quick.
before that.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know about no Elder Scrolls Online, but
That sounds like rapage.
But other video game developers, like you already got Ubisoft and you got EA, that they're making their own launchers, so they get to dictate whatever their games exclusively go on their launcher only.
That's just because
And
they
they
want.
get to choose
That's
the
just because they
price.
want everything with the microtransactions to go through them. They don't want it to go through like a different service. They want to just pull it in.
Steam is like where everybody puts their games. It's all in one spot. But
What's interesting is when you put a Uplay game on Steam, even though it shows up in your library when you buy it, you still have to have your Ubisoft account, and it goes into your Uplay too. It's just you can launch it from Steam.
That's dumb.
So
I was glad when Far Cry. Wait, is it Far Cry 5 that you can launch from it?
yeah,
Yeah, because I got Far Cry 5 and I was
beautiful game.
using the Uplay launcher,
So
but then they
had
were
a
like Steam.
trailer for the new one, but I didn't watch it.
Another Far Cry.
Yeah, the one that's like post-apocalyptic or something.
Yeah. Fallout Bethesda's sweating, dude, with all these post-apocalyptic
Well, that
games that are
Obsidian
coming
one
out.
looks actually exciting.
The Outlands
the
or
Outer
whatever.
Worlds or
Outer
whatever.
Worlds, yeah.
Oh man, Fallout in space. Pretty much, they said Firefly. Pretty much, people keep like referencing. And
Someone on Reddit called it Borderlands New Vegas, and I
Yep.
just started laughing.
I think it looks so much better than Borderlands ever would be, though.
But
Well,
is
yeah,
it
it's
gonna
not
be
cel-shaded.
better?
It's not cel shaded, and the planet that you're on actually isn't like a barren looking piece of crap.
But
planet.
is it gonna be better than any game on the Nintendo 64? That's the question.
Ooh, we don't know, dude.
Wait, what was going? Oh,
Ross can't buy it though. He's got to wait for the reviews after release,
yeah, there you go.
and
That's how I get
then
my
he won't
phones,
watch
man.
them, and then he will not buy the game.
Yes,
No,
you
he
figured
did.
me out.
So
You figured me out.
Ross won't know.
But
Ross
crazy.
won't know at all.
well, what about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, where it's only going to be on Switch? What am I supposed to do with that?
You're gonna play on mine and Alex's Switch.
Yeah, it's true. It's going to be multiplayer.
We have them.
So are you going to have your own Switch to play multiplayer? Or are they going to let you like?
They'll
have
probably do
controllers?
4-on-1.
Hopefully,
They'll probably allow up to 4 players.
because I think
Or
it's
two,
up to
probably, at
4
least.
players. It said so.
There you
Hopefully.
go. Perfect.
That's
Done.
dumb that
Dunzos.
that's still a thing. The whole.
I didn't watch the
console
trailer though. How's the
exclusive
graphics for the Switch? It's probably just kind of
What on Smash?
no for Ultimate Alliance. They had a trailer, I think.
It's about as strong as it's in between Xbox 360 and the first edition Xbox One X, somewhere in there. So it'll play 1080p well,
Okay,
which is what most
I mean,
TVs
it's
are nowadays.
good enough, I guess.
Like, if you look at how many people have 4K TVs, sure they're getting cheaper now, but it's still a lot
There's
of
so
people
much stuff that doesn't even use it. That's
No,
the
there's
thing.
no content available in 4K.
Yeah, I kept seeing
Actually-
like Black Friday all these 4K TVs, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, what are you gonna even watch in 4K on it? Blu-rays,
And it's supposed to like
and you have to have
Yeah.
a special player that'll play 4K.
when you so like if you have a cable service like the provider Giant in our area or whatever.
Yep.
If you
Do they have 4K now?
use that through the
Oh,
TV,
wow.
it bumps everything up that you watch.
Oh, upscaling.
So
Wonder how
it
good that
does
is.
that.
Probably
Eh,
all right.
Probably depends on your TV too.
Yeah,
might
like
have.
my father-in-law just brought like a huge, I think like 60 or something crazy like that, and
Oh shit.
his does that.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, I mean that's, I was told the same thing because when I was shopping for it, I was like, yo, what should I really do? Should I get this HD? Where am I at? And they're like, well, you can get 4K and it sounds great, but nothing's out in this, and
Yep,
nothing's
pretty much.
gonna be out for this for a while.
Yep.
So by the time they start coming out with stuff, they're gonna have better TVs out anyway.
Yep.
So
Yep.
don't pay.
They're
the
gonna have
extra.
8K TVs where the 4K TVs will cost you like $100 and some bucks.
Yeah.
And
I have a 4K TV, and I use it. So
Yeah.
do you have an Xbox One X or a
Nope.
PlayStation 4
Nope.
Pro?
I watch Netflix on it and Amazon Prime Video,
Netflix.
and Hulu.
That's
Not Hulu. Fuck Hulu. That's the
What?
title
Oh, jeez.
of
What?
the episode.
I
Fuck
don't
it.
know.
No,
I have
can't
Hulu,
that
dude. You
against
can
Hulu.
watch Ancient Aliens on
I'm
there.
just sick of paying for
Yeah, didn't they get rid of that on
micro
Netflix
dollars for every
I think
fucking
they went
thing.
over to there.
yeah.
Because I was looking for Ancient Aliens on
I
Netflix.
do want
and I was
Ancient
like-
Aliens.
I was like, where the frick is Ancient Aliens? And it turns out it's over on Hulu.
Well, realistically,
Contracts, man.
if I plugged my Switch into the TV from now on, since I have Smash anyway,
Nah, I'm good.
you could go on Hulu, watch your
You'll
Ancient
never be
Aliens.
home when I want to watch it. So
All right.
I don't care because if I'm not home, that's when you want to use the Switch, dude.
That's funny.
Okay,
He's like, I
that's
can't
what
let
Adrian
him know.
Peterson said.
I can't let him know.
we got one time sensitive thing I want to talk about before we talk about the Marvel trailer.
Oh, forgot about
Okay,
it.
I didn't
so
see it.
Soulja Boy released the Soulja game consoles, the handheld and regular. The handheld,
There's a handheld and a regular? I thought it was just a handheld.
No, there's like a console. Okay, people, let me tell you right now, these are emulators just like this,
Pretty much.
and he is charging $100 for the handheld, and I think $150 for essentially this, a console form.
That's like the XP DG Plus or whatever, XDGP, whatever the Chinese thing is. It's pretty much the same thing.
It is literally a Chinese company. It has already made these things, and you can buy them on Amazon, the handheld, for, I think, $40, and the console for $60 or something like that. So don't let Soulja Boy fucking rip you off of a
I
pie.
believe that's
gonna
called
give you
Soulja
shit.
Boy up in that.
Yeah, Soulja Boy would be up
if you're
in
gonna
there,
get a
dude.
celebrity endorsement, you gotta aim a lot higher than Soulja Boy to sell something that's
To
normally.
be fair,
And it is great because
To be fair, you can make some pretty funny commercials with Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Well, no, these are emulators with pre-built in games.
Yeah, okay.
So which it's illegal here. So like he can and probably will get sued. Like China doesn't have the copyright laws,
Yeah.
so they're able to put these pre-built like emulator games on these consoles and sell them and ship
But
them.
the thing is, if he's just getting a likeness rights like royalty,
I don't know.
I
Can
don't-
he get
I don't
sued then?
think-
Like
I
they do
he's
have
not
copyright
producing
laws,
it.
but they don't care about anything outside of China, so that's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they don't care, but that's ridiculous. Do not buy that.
Yeah, right?
And it's Soulja Boy. Come on, man.
Post in the comments if you want to
Exactly,
find some
if
sort
you-
of emulator device, and
If
we'll
you
help
do buy it, post a review and send it to
If you buy it, just remember you're putting off that Chris Brown Soulja Boy fight by another year.
God.
I'm still
We
waiting.
need to
for
starve them out
Soulja
so that,
Boy.
so that it happens.
If you actually want help or a decision with getting anything like this, handheld or otherwise, there's a guy on YouTube called ETA Prime, and he tests pretty much all the handheld emulators.
Yep.
He builds his own Pi emulators, like a shit ton of them. He's a great resource for reviews and stuff if you are interested in that.
I think what I'm gonna
So
do
props.
is
Like and
get-
subscribe to us first.
I think I'm gonna get one of those and just have you guys set me up and film that.
Oh, yeah.
That shit'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I got a Diablo 2 collector's edition that I still have to do an unboxing video for too.
Yep.
Like
Oh,
we're
shit.
behind. Like I'll show you that after. I don't know if you played Diablo 2 back. in
Holidays
the
got
day.
us behind. No, just-
But okay, Marvel trailer. The first impressions were this was essentially like a teaser trailer, right?
Yep.
Did you see it, Chris?
Nope. I'm actually about to pull it up right now.
Okay,
Watch
make
it.
sure you have it on mute
Okay.
or walk away and do it and then come back.
All right.
That's
Which one are you gonna do?
just walk away from the gasoline
have it on
and I'll
mute.
spare your
Okay.
life.
So we'll talk. Do you want us to talk about it, or do you want us
Yeah,
to wait?
talk about it. Yeah.
Okay. I am super excited because our boy's back.
oh,
right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yep,
Do I want to
Ronan.
spoil it for him? He's about to watch
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like,
No.
Well, you don't know who that is. We'll
No.
call him Ronan, and he won't know who it is until he sees it.
Guess
That's true.
Who just got back?
Ronan comes back, and it's great.
What
The Accuser?
am I watching?
No, not the
Not
accuser.
that one.
Oh,
The Marvel Endgame trailer. I don't
This-
know if that's
Why is this in?
That's his Dare Estate.
Probably it's. Well, you're not going to read the audio. You're not going to do the audio anyway.
Maybe there's subtitles. He's
Visually,
watching
I'll
a
see
Spanish trailer right now,
Right.
but it's called Avengers 4 Endgame. So that sounds cool.
Highlander
Oh,
Endgame.
there you go.
You're watching it too?
It's like Highlander Endgame. Oh, I'll pause it because it's
guys.
potato quality if two
Talk
people
about
watch
it. Talk
it.
about it.
Well, I'm,
Well, it starts out with Tony Stark, like,
Tony Stark.
he's apparently stranded somewhere on a ship in space with no food or water, and he thinks he's going to die.
Or air.
He's gonna
So-
build something
so
in a cave with
my-
a box of scraps,
so-
and he's gonna get out.
Right away, they throw this at us, and we're like, is this at the beginning of the movie? Is this at the end of the movie? Is this in the middle
This
of the
is
movie?
what you're hung up on. It's crazy
Is this
to me.
even in the movie?
It's crazy
Is
to
it
me.
even in the movie?
exactly.
It's crazy to
That's
me that you're
hilarious.
hung up on that. That's the ship from when they
And then it-
landed on that
and then it-
planet.
then it's
Or
like-
no, that Gamora came on.
Yeah, but did Nebula leave him there? What happened?
No, Nebula. There you go.
Did she leave?
Thanks, Ross.
So
No, she
And
brought him
then
with.
it briefly teases that they have a plan, but they don't know if it'll work. And then it has like, oh, Ant-Man shows up. Oh, he must have found a way to make himself big again. Oh,
So in the planet at the end of Avengers Infinity War, who is on the planet still that didn't get snapped? It was Iron Man, Gamora. No, God damn it, what's her name? Nebula.
I don't know if I can't remember if there was anyone else even. I want to say it was just those two.
Oh, no, Raccoon.
Oh, wait, no, he's on Earth.
He is on Earth, because, poor Groot.
I think it's just them two.
No way.
I think so.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Yeah,
Guys
they
talk
had a
about
pretty
how
high
excited
kill.
you are.
Yeah.
They had a pretty high death
I had a
rate
theory
there on
that
Titan.
Thanos snapped himself, and he's really in like a dream world right now.
Fuck.
Alex is like, what?
If
He didn't. That would be insane if he didn't spare himself from the snap.
Could you, dude? Could you? You got to gamble. 50%'s 50%.
That would be too good, though. I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's gonna be the end of the thing. They're like, this never happened. The snap happened.
But I guess like he became Ronin because his whole family disappeared in the snap, is what a lot of people are saying. Which is a perfect way to lead him into the character. I mean,
For what?
Ronin.
When he has his blade?
No, like his whole family got snapped away, and that's why he's back.
Oh, of course. He's gonna be pissed.
Yep.
That's why he's Ronin.
Yep.
It's great.
It's perfect.
Ronin, what's the definition of Ronin? It's like a wandering swordsman or something?
Yeah, has no master.
No
or whatever.
master, dude.
It's coming out in April.
Is it?
Yeah, they moved it up, I think. It's coming out April. I'm excited about it. Like, I really am stoked. I can't find
totally
out
stoked, bro.
I'm Tony stoked about this
a
shit.
complete list of who temporarily died at Infinity War.
Temporarily died. God dang it.
Whoa, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, they're gonna fix it, guys.
No shit. No, they're just gonna give up
I was
like
waiting for them.
$1 billion.
I was waiting for them to be another movie that they haven't told us about.
But
Because
hear
this
me
one's
out,
not
hear
gonna
me out,
finish.
hear me out.
Oh, Black Panther, he did.
So-
he did go bye-bye.
Yep.
The thing is, this is going to be the first movie without a cameo from Stan Lee, unless he already filmed
Unless he already filmed it, yeah, that's true.
it. He got snapped.
Oh,
crazy.
they better not say that because that'd be awful.
Rocket's the only one from Guardians who survived.
Yep.
Hank,
That's gonna be
him.
sad.
Shuri,
Well,
Black
Nebula,
Panther's
if you count
sister.
that.
Oh, Black Panther's hot sister.
She got snapped?
No, she didn't.
I didn't think she did.
I thought that she's still alive.
Maybe?
Yeah, because she's supposed to. They're saying that her character should become the Black Panther until
Oh, they
he comes
counted
back.
her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's who survived.
Oh, okay.
So Iron Man, Steve Rogers, Thor,
Yep.
Black Widow,
Yep.
Hulk, War Machine, Rocket, and Nebula.
And by Hulk,
Yep.
you mean Loki.
Okoye and M'Baku, Ant-Man,
At least M'Baku's still alive.
Oh boy.
Mr. Ronan the Accused. Here's who went MIA. Pepper Potts. It's because she didn't go MIA. She wasn't under contract.
She's still there. I'm pretty sure.
Captain Marvel.
Otherwise,
of course she wasn't there.
Otherwise, why would... Yeah, they're MIA.
She didn't have her solo movie yet.
She's in... No, she's in one of the movies.
So, yeah, I think you're right.
Which
it might
movie
just
is
be
she in?
Iron Man and
She
Nebula,
might have been in the
which is...
second one, right?
No, she's going to be in
Civil
one of
War?
the movies coming out now. Pepper Potts is going to be in, apparently. I can't remember
They're
which one
doing
it was.
another Iron Man?
No.
Maybe. But I just want to
Spider-Man?
say that
Maybe
Iron
it's
Man
a
and
Spider-Man?
Nebula,
I don't-
that's going to be a crazy porn parody movie.
Oh, God.
Because it's going to happen. Like, you try to stop it, you can't stop Pornhub, okay? They're an unstoppable juggernaut
Rule 34, dude.
of
Oh.
production.
What did they try? Was it Pornhub? Now that Tumblr or whoever's not allowing adult content.
Yeah, Tumblr.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you come over here, adult content creators.
It's like we're adult only.
Yeah, and it's like you can do that, host and get paid for all that stuff.
You know
like
how
they're
much shit
advertising
Pornhub
it.
actually owns? It's
Yeah,
insane.
it's
like,
pretty crazy.
They have a monopoly on porn, dude.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Think
How
of the
do you get
last
paid?
site you used. Go ahead, name it.
Wait,
now.
what?
Oh, yeah.
Avengers Endgame trailer teases Pepper Potts suiting up as Rescue.
So she's gonna come save Iron Man? You already spoiled it, dude. I'm out.
Well, it says they teased it, so it's already out there. What are you talking about?
Dude, we don't even know.
Terrible.
Wait, no, he was. Wait, was he actually at, like, the where's the fuck is Thanos from?
Titan.
Is it supposed to be the actual Moon Titan?
No, it's Titan AE.
Oh shit! I can hear the fucking song playing from the trailer.
So he is in the solar system then.
No, this is a Titan, a planet that's far the fuck away.
Okay, that's what I thought, because it would be kind of stupid if there's runes on Titan and mankind,
it's
super mankind doesn't fuck. That looks so good. Are you excited about it, Chris? Even though you watched it muted?
Yeah, and it's like, it's been a while since I've
Yep, she's in Spider-Man: Homecoming. That's what it was.
had good news on superhero shit with them canceling so much shit on Netflix.
Ooh, we
Luke
talked about that
Cage,
last
Iron
episode.
Fist.
Yeah, like
They're down to 3 contracted seasons, and Punisher and Jessica Jones are the only ones who haven't gotten cut.
what's
I
crazy
think
is-
Defenders even officially got the axe.
Oh,
got cut. Yeah, and
Which
it's
is
like,
insane, because that would be their best finale.
They'll get revived on Disney.
that's gonna
Maybe.
be on their stream. Everyone's getting their own thing.
Punisher
now.
can't, though.
So-
Punisher
That's
can't go
gonna
on
be
Disney.
terrible because like the whole point, and they're like, oh, millennials are killing cable. Like the whole point of me having streaming services is to not pay for cable and save money. But if everybody's gonna do their own thing, it's gonna cost as much as cable costs. Like
Exactly. That's why I tried. Like, I don't.
Then you gotta be like,
I'm thinking
which
about
one is that
canceling-
one on? I can't remember.
right?
So you gotta
yeah, like
I'm thinking about
research and
canceling
shit.
my Prime because I haven't used it in like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then I started watching Fortitude on Amazon Prime, and it's actually a good show. So now I can't get rid of it.
Well, a lot of
one
their
show.
Amazon
Originals?
originals are like some of the best stuff. I like them better than the Netflix.
I gotta
originals.
watch The Man in the High Castle.
Man in the High Castle.
Because I've only heard good things.
The
Even though
Expanse. The
stars,
Expanse is actually picked up by Amazon now.
Yep.
I didn't watch the first part to The Expanse, so I don't.
It,
I watched some of
seasons
it.
1 through 3. It's so good. It's
I'll watch
it's
it.
the
I'll
best
watch it.
sci-fi that's out right now.
Is it? Did you watch Battlestar Galactica? Like the reboot shit that they did?
Oh, I remember that.
That's considered like insane. Like it went on for so long. That's like a space opera. It was good, but it's not.
I used to watch
It's not
originals with my
that
dad.
good.
The original deal.
That was a long time ago. Okay, so I can't get. What movies are we going to see? If Moving Castles or Howl's Moving Cities is out today,
Oh, God.
are we going to see it?
Well, I still gotta see Creed 2. Like I said, I'm freaking behind.
Okay,
It's moving
so
castles.
I gotta run an idea by you,
Okay.
by everybody. So you know Lay, the girl that I broke up with like
Oh
over a year ago.
shit!
No, I haven't heard from her.
Am I gonna have to censor this?
Like, am I looking for a surprise guest?
Okay, I'm just
here?
making sure.
No.
All right.
I was gonna say, please stop talking.
I am going to do. I'm thinking about it. I need to run it by
Alright.
everybody,
All right.
but I don't need to. But I just want to.
Yeah.
If it's a good idea, I want to make a Common Light, the song Light. I want to make a rendition and dedicate it to her and put it out on YouTube to try to get her back.
Listen, two things.
You can't replace Erica Badu.
Two things.
What does the person sound like? Maybe I could do it.
No,
They don't.
What?
They don't even sing it.
he's talking about the who the song is addressed to.
Yeah.
Oh well, who cares?
Who's in the
Okay.
video?
No, I'm
for
gonna
the
change the
song?
lyrics.
I'm like,
and
who cares
stuff.
who?
Alright.
But I'm gonna probably steal the
You can
flow.
make it your own.
I'm gonna
man.
steal the beat. I'm gonna steal everything. It's gonna be not monetized.
Here's the deal. If you were gonna do this,
I'm just gonna let social media just carry it to her in the wind.
word. If you were gonna do this,
And maybe
number one, record it on camera, and I have the recording equipment for us to do this.
well, a music video. No, I want the production value to be high. So I gotta. This mic won't cut it.
No, what I'm saying, this mic or the mic that I have for recording the actual song, like you have
so
to.
you're saying if I create,
you have to really do it.
Yes, yes,
You're gonna do it.
yes. This is what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Help from my homies.
Yeah, I'll back you. I'll back you. You
Yes.
should do
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna work on this song. Everybody, you don't know who this is, so don't tell her.
You don't know who this is, so don't tell
I don't.
her.
She may have found out through the grapevine that that I'm doing the podcast. This is something I told her about, like when we were together. I miss her so much. It's been over a year. I need to get over her. After I do this song.
I was gonna say what?
Because I did the whole text thing and like no response. I left one voicemail, no response. So I let it at that. Let it go at that. That was like a few months ago or whatever. But now I'm like, you know what? What she can't ignore?
Go big or go
social
home.
media
Right.
of my light rendition.
Just a beratement of
like 1 million views. Like, Lay, come back to
Just
me.
don't use the
Just,
full name.
Yeah.
I won't.
Otherwise, they'll be all
No.
be like, "I'm suing
That's
you."
my biggest regret, man. That's my biggest regret.
There's
I
like a
want
shit
to I want
ton of
to
songs,
at
too.
least have a conversation with her.
That'd be cool.
She doesn't have to take me back. She
That-
probably got a boyfriend, honestly.
That part doesn't be on air.
But
Yeah.
you know what? He probably ain't shit compared to my light rendition. So. No, I'm
Talking
kidding.
it
I'm
up.
joking. I'm
Talking
joking.
it
I'm
up.
joking. I hope you're happy. Okay.
That's great.
Anything else?
Yeah.
I think we're. I think it's at the point where you gotta.
Oh,
Wrap it
yeah.
up. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
That's great.
Next time I see your present, I'm gonna wrap it up. All right. Any final words?
I don't know. Let me check the list.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
I think that was the
We're
only
not doing
time
this
sensitive
again.
shit we had.
Right.
No.
Yeah,
No.
we're probably good. I mean, yeah.
All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.
Peace.